Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better at Square podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What is going on?
Actually, a whole hell of a lot besides the wrestling.
Man.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead. You get it off your chest, Mark. Wait, first, did you calculate the hours this week or no?
No, it wasn't as bad this week.
Okay.
We kind of went back to normal with wrestling this week because, yeah, it was about maybe 18. No, I watched maybe 16 to 17.
Okay.
Because what I'm going to do, what I have, I mentioned to Minion that I'm going to do is, like, if there's a match that's real worth my time, which I forgot to mention and I'll not feel bad, TJP versus, it was TJP versus Alex Shelley in MLW. That was really good.
Gotcha. Understood.
So I'll mention it next week. Anyway, but yeah, it wasn't as much. But there's a lot of things being announced. A lot of things that want to take my money. We just went through a slew of Marvel Legends just because we just started having a conversation about it, and now it just opens up floodgates of, this is possible. And then I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah,
it won't stop.
No, it never ends.
It never ends.
My surprise was looking at the list of the new figures and realizing that they actually, I guess it's because that they are now, who is it, Hasbro?
They've been Hasbro for a while.
At least how many years? Is it 10 or more?
A bit over 10. I think maybe 12 to 13.
Okay, so that's not long enough for the some of the stories to have been around. So it makes sense. But to see just exactly what is in the past year has been made is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's still at regular retail price and whatnot. Like, because you know everything that you know how the market for collectibles nowadays is crazy.
Yeah.
But to see just how much stuff is still being pumped out at a regular pace is it's like, dude, stop. They gotta cut this out, man.
I found the 20-year anniversary cap on Big Bad Toys, so I might just pre-order it.
Which one is that?
That's the remake of the original Captain America from Toy Biz.
You mean like the one that came in the silver package? I think it was. Like
with the comic book in the back. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the ones we were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the remastered one, but they did a remastered.
Wait, not the one not the one with the Iron Man, because that's the one we saw last week.
Is the one with the Iron Man? Yeah.
Okay.
But the Captain America looks badass.
So you say you got to find it on that website?
I found it on Big Bad Toys. Yeah.
Okay.
So I might pre-order it after this cast.
All
maybe.
Right, well, there we go.
Maybe. I'm looking at other things too. Like I don't want to just order one thing because then the shipping is just ridiculous for just one thing. I might as well order like 3 things and then get them all together. That Cyclops actually got me kind of like wanting it, like the Age of the Apocalypse, just because I like the design of it, even though it's Winter Soldier just painted over.
Yeah, I know.
It looks dope though.
It does look cool. And it's just, again, surprising. Age of Apocalypse has like a full line of figures right now. I'm like, man. Damn.
170 gets you the whole set. So like Toy Biz run of Marvel Legends started at 2002 and it ended 06.
Okay, understood.
And they had 10 waves. 11.
Really? Okay.
11 was a big wave too. Oh wow, they even have like a Century. Century got a figure.
That's like, oh, you mean that's from back then?
Yeah, I'm trying to see where they ended. All right, so they stopped at wave 15. That was
that's what you said. Toy Biz stopped wave 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then then Hasbro took over 06 to 012 with their own Marvel Legends. And then they rebranded it, and they redid it over again, and they returned it 2012, and now it's that until now, and it's still coming. They're still coming all the time.
Yeah, And as you were running down the history, I stumbled upon the McFarlane verse, and now I see they have a brand new set of Spawn figures coming out.
Uh-huh.
But they just they look awesome. They got Cygor, and he looks amazing.
Yeah.
Jesus,
They do
Christ.
some cool
But
stuff.
I didn't even like that character. He looks
Yeah.
sick.
Like
She Spawn. They have the Redeemer, but it's not Miro.
yeah. It's the first Redeemer.
Yeah.
The OG
Jeez.
Redeemer. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if Miro shows up with a sword and some wings,
cross on his head.
yeah.
Yeah, looking at these
Yeah,
Marvel
he's doing-
Legends, it's like just brings back memories, but brings back like, oh shit, that was a lot of fucking. They had a lot of stuff.
Yes.
There was a lot of stuff.
Yes.
That the bishop is the only two bishops of this figure is those two. I'm surprised Bishop don't have more figures. I will say and
Mad
disagree
Bishop doesn't have more
agree
figures.
with you. Bishop should have figures. He's a figure
Bishop should be in that new
badass
line.
dude. He's a
That-
X-Men's Blade. He has guns and future time traveling. Why is he not in more toys?
He's Black Cable. Come on, man. What you
Yeah,
doing?
man. I think that's why, because Cable come out. Cable has like many figures now. Goddamn Cable,
It's not fair.
taking people's spots.
It's not what I want. It's not what I want.
Get me what I want. Fucking Batista.
Exactly. he knew. He knew what.
I think Drax the
You know what
Destroyer,
time it was.
Batista has more figures than Bishop right now.
You know what's? I'm just gonna drop this here, but I didn't realize it. They made the MK11 Spawn.
Yes, they did, and they also have it
Like
with
it looked
MK
ridiculous.
stuff too.
It looks ridiculous, and the box he comes the box he comes in is cool too. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
Mark
What?
McFarlane has a
What
lot
happened?
of MK stuff. Yeah, he made the
Jeez.
MK11 stuff.
Mm, I,
Yeah, there's a lot of toys. A lot of toys.
I know,
Um,
I know. That's
talking
that's the rabbit hole you fall down.
Yeah, this Tuesday,
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
I got to pre-order 2 box sets that are coming out for NECA. They have 2 packs coming out that Tuesday, so I gotta wake up early to try to pre-order those. They're obscure figures in the toy line. They line up being in the series, I think around season 8 or so. I
Okay.
forgot the name. Two of them are actually in the Turtles 3 game, the Manhattan Projects.
Okay.
Not the Triceratops. They were not in the game, but 2 of them are in the game. That's the one thing I hate about that
What,
game.
the Mole Man?
The moment, yeah. I'm trying to see if I
Gotcha.
saved the link to it because I posted it. But yeah, they have NECA. NECA's killing me, and then I'm waiting for their Universal Monster stuff to appear for the Ninja Turtles as well. They announced Leonardo
Hey,
as
Mark.
a Hunchback.
Mark, I would like a $1,200 donation
$200.
because I want to buy this Lady Death statue.
You hear it right. Kickstart. Mike needs a Lady Death.
It's Halloween, man. Today's actually Halloween.
Yes. Happy Halloween, everybody. Watch your favorite horror movies. Go trick-or-treating. Do what you need to do. Just don't knock them out of the house because I ain't got no candy for you.
No,
I'll give you a trick.
keep the eggs to yourself, please.
Yes. Actually, you give me the eggs. Just don't throw them in my door. That will hurt you. Anyway. But yeah, they announced 2 packs that I might have to pre-order, so I'm waiting. I gotta wait to Tuesday for them to come out. I'm trying to get the picture of it so that I can tell you who they are, and I can't find the damn picture of it. But they announced the Ninja Turtle Universal Monster. Leonardo is the Hunchback in Notre Dame,
Okay.
or Igor, whatever his name was. And then Raphael's Frankenstein as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Jesus Christ. I'm so mad. Just scrolling through all these figures. I'm so mad.
Now you know how I feel every fucking
Why
day.
they got Cthulhu, man? Come on. I want a
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu too. Oh, they sound the alarm. They said no Cthulhu for me. All right,
No
I got you.
Cthulhu for you. They're like, nah, I can't. That's it. I'm kind of trying. I want to see what they're doing because I want to see if they're actually doing the characters I want. But no, they're not showing me anything, so I'm getting angry. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, I want to see the other turtles of the Universal monsters. I have a feeling one is gonna be a vampire, and I feel like the other one is gonna be maybe a wolfman or a mummy. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, that's true. Wolfman, Mummy, and nobody's the Loch Ness monster, right?
No, I can see that as well.
'Cause I think that's once you get those three, that's the complete set of the monsters, right?
Well,
There's
you
nobody
have
else.
well I know the original set of the turtles when they first did this on the old figures. It was Donatello, a vampire, Leonardo, the Wolfman, Raphael was a mummy, and Michelangelo was Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
Well, monster, not Frankenstein. Frankenstein was the dude that created him. Anyway. And you're here or there. But then they did. I think they did a series 2, and they did the Loch Ness the creature of the Black Lagoon. I think they did I can't remember. There's like so far. But yeah, I think they did a series 2 though. Eventually.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah. Unless they're customs, and that's what I saw. I don't know.
Yeah, I did. I can only remember the vampire one from the original. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. But NECA always releasing shit that I had to buy, and it's hurting my pockets.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me sad.
That's what
But
they
you
do.
know what also bothers me is the fact that they take forever to come. Like I'm still waiting on like maybe several 2-packs from them.
Well, they ain't make them all yet.
I know. I'm like, where's my shit, yo?
Santa is not. Listen, Santa. It has to be his season, so you gotta wait a little bit.
Fuck Santa.
Him
Bring
and-
my
him
shit.
him and the elves, they are not working right now.
They on vacation. Fucking
Yeah, pretty much.
vacation. Getting my toys.
They
God
take
damn it.
vacation 11 months out of the year.
Yeah. Oh man, I need my figures, yo. I forgot these damn characters' names, and that's really bugging me because I can't fucking find the picture now. Like I saw it like 10 times yesterday, and I can't find
Somebody.
it. Now.
Were you a fan of the Silverhawks? Because somebody.
I saw
brought
the
up fact
Silverhawk Super Sevens.
Yeah.
My issue with them is that they're not like metallic.
You know. Well, I think the bad guys are. That's the funny thing.
No, they're not.
No, I see the one guy still will.
Yeah.
Is that he's got the sheen, but the main cowboy guy, no, he's not. He's not. Mm-mm.
So yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of stuff, but anyway. But yeah, the Super 7 announced like the second wave of Silverhawks. This is series 2, so it has the pilot with the cowboy hat and shit.
Mhm.
It has their strong guy, 2 more villains. They look cool. I'm not 100% into it, so I'm this is a pass for me. It's like Thundercats as well. Like I never really cared that much to get those. And maybe like Lionel I'll have or something like that, but there's not enough characters for me to like really want.
Yeah, that's probably the opposite. Like I like Thundercats, but I don't know anything about Silverhawks.
Silverhawks. I like the theme song.
I don't see. That's the thing. I never even saw the show. I
You never
probably
watched it?
seen it in the passing in the background, and that's about it.
Yeah, it was.
So I never.
It was on Cartoon Network for quite some time too.
Was it during when it first started?
Like Toonami and shit. They used to
No,
show it
so
all
then
the time.
I never saw it then in the Toonami era.
What else did you announce? Did you read about that rumor Smash style crossover game for WB Games?
Well, Ultra Instinct Shaggy, hell yeah. Where's my boy at?
I really want to see that game if that actually is
Shaggy
true.
versus Batman, and it was like a few other people that was on a list of characters. Like, yeah, do it. It's dumb. Why not?
Yeah,
I just hope they put more effort into it than the Nickelodeon game at the outset, because
Yeah.
they still missing them sound effects. So wait until you get the sound effects. I need my zoinks. You know what I'm saying?
Zoinks.
So I hope if Shaggy doesn't say zoinks and him and Scooby don't make the running noise when they run, what are we even doing?
That is true. That is true. I will 100% agree with that.
So I hope they do make it, but please take your time.
Yeah.
No rush.
But yeah, like Jesus Christ.
They heard you talking about Ultra Instinct Shaggy. They can't have that, man.
I know they all after his ass.
I love that was a
like
rumor. I love that it was a rumor that character was gonna be in Mortal Kombat.
Yo, I will 100% accept that too. Like they have obscure characters. I'll 100% have that Shaggy.
Oh, I love it. But well, around the time of this rumor for this new game, Ed Boon had came out and said he was like, "Well, hopefully he'll be here because as much as we wanted to, they wouldn't let us touch Shaggy."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because they're like, kids, goddamn kids. It's all the kids.
Listen, Shaggy be doing some stuff that ain't got nothing to do with children, so he'll be all right.
It's all kids' fault. I blame the kids for that.
What did our Universal Champion say? F those kids.
Those kids.
So no.
Yeah. Anyway.
Did you get to see any of the State of Play 2021 this past week?
I did not see it. What it was for?
It wasn't a massive like AAA showcase, but it did get to show some stuff. Something called Little Devil Inside, which actually looked interesting. It has a unique art style, but not the people who usually are in it, like games media, but actual people who saw it. I think they said like previews before. It gives a feel of like Dark Souls mixed with Monster Hunter, which is like, all right, that sounds interesting to me.
Oh, it has weird animation too. I'm looking at it right now.
So like the way it is a completely unique looking game. It's like, all right, I'm all for that. They show some Bugsnax stuff, which is not my thing. I tried. It was okay. Who are into Viva Pinata? I understand that because it's like super cute things, but they try to kill each other.
Yeah.
Which I think is funny. So there's more stuff for that. Bugsnax, the Isle of Big Snacks is supposed to be an update to that, and it's on PS5. So if you haven't, check it out.
Cool.
That's coming later. There's a Five Nights at Freddy's thing. I'm not really into that series.
Yeah.
But it's cool. They're doing stuff there. The one thing I saw that was like really really weird was Star Ocean: The Divine Force, because I was like, what? They didn't say. I didn't hear hide nor hair of that, but I have pretty much every Star Ocean game, and I like the series.
Yeah, it popped Little Steven up because that's that's a game that he's waiting for now.
So like I'm interested. Like I hope it's good. They showed some of the gameplay, and what they have shown, it looks like they took ideas from, I don't know if you know the game, the Xenoverse, I believe it is. Not Xenosaga.
I play Xenoverse, I think.
Okay, so you know how Xenoverse has like the gigantic ass map and the monsters are just everywhere and you can just run into. So it seems like they're taking some cues from that with the world size.
Okay.
Where your character is like just can go everywhere and it looks like you can fly. Like there's a lot of cool looking stuff into at least to the action of that. And then it also, because of who's making it and the people who usually do the combat. See, I don't know where they are now. I can't say. I don't know if they left and went to Namco. I don't know if they're at Square Enix still. But there's a thread between Star Ocean and the Tales series.
Okay.
And so a lot of that, like at least in the combat department, would overlap. So I like Tales combat. I like Star Ocean combat. So let's see. And that's for PS4 and 5. So all right.
Cool.
Something called Death's Door, which again is like it's a completely unique looking type of game. It reminds me of there was another game that had this where it's a isometric view, and the character is like a hack and slash from that point of view,
Okay.
where it's like overhead I think it's 3/4 overhead. I think they call it. But again, it has a very visually striking art style, so that stands out. So it looks interesting.
Cool.
Um, I don't know anything about Death Verse. It does remind me of Let It Die, and I believe it is made by people. I believe it's actually in that universe. So I
Okay.
don't know if you got to mess with Let It Die.
I don't think I've
And that
played
came
it.
out like 3 years ago.
Okay.
It was a free to play game at first that had like microtransactions in it, but it was like kind of a roguelike ish, Dark Souls ish, because it was like a dungeon crawler
Yeah.
mostly that had like third person melee combat. I think it had range combat as well. It was very weird,
Yeah.
is what I can say about that game. And so this one looks like they're having kind of a battle royal type of deal,
Yeah.
which obviously why not?
Yeah.
Everybody else did it, right? So that could be good. It looks bananas though. The trailer is ridiculous. And then the one thing that I'm interested in is King of Fighters. They showed that there's going to be a beta for King of Fighters 15.
Oh, cool. So you guys try it out.
So that's going to be on the 19th and 22nd of November. So that's pretty soon.
Cool.
It's next month, which is like tomorrow.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So just wait. They showed the 8 characters that are going to... Well, they showed 7 of the characters that are going to be in. And they said that there are 8. So I'm guessing maybe they'll surprise with the last character.
Okay.
And then they debuted one of the characters that she's been on like all of the promotional artwork for the longest time. I believe her name is Dolores. Like she looks like she doesn't look like a JoJo's character, but when you see her in motion, she does the poses and things. And I believe she has like a stand-looking creature, so she looks interesting from a gameplay perspective. Visually, she's just ridiculous. She is bad. She's thick. She's got like these cool, like her braids are like dual color and whatnot. Like she looks ridiculous. So
What's her King of Fighters?
I believe her name is Dolores. Yeah, Dolores.
It's 15, right?
Mm-hmm. So like that, what they showed of that and her,
Oh, she looks cool.
like, cause she was rolled into the trailer for the beta. Like that wasn't the trailer for the beta. Did not show her full character trailer because KOF has been doing full, like minute and change trailers for each individual character.
Yeah.
So this one rolls into the beta footage and stuff. So it's like that's a dual announcement.
I
So
like they still show boobies.
KOF does not shine away from their crazy designs, man. They always have crazy designs.
I'm happy they don't keep it that way. She looks dope though. I like her design.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And then the rest of the stuff, First Class Trouble was another game.
Okay.
And We Are OFK. And so both of those, you can check out trailers for them. I see them here on IGN, but they all have YouTube trailers. And the State of Play was streamed, I believe, was streamed on the PlayStation YouTube channel. So if you just want to watch the whole thing, it's not that long, actually.
Okay, cool.
And it was kind of disappointing. There was no real big AAA stuff again. But I'm glad they got to show some stuff that people probably wouldn't pay attention to if it just came out in a single announcement.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
Okay, cool. All right, I found the names of the 2-packs that I was talking about earlier today. So the first 2-pack that's I gotta try to pre-order on Tuesday is Dirtbag and Ground Chuck.
Yeah. Okay.
And the other one is Wingnut and Screw Loose.
Yes, I remember the name. Very weird.
One looks like Batman.
What is the bat? Right.
Yeah, he looks like Batman.
That's
Funny thing, in the 2012 series, it was Adam West that talked to him, and the guy that talked to Robin was Robin. He talked Screw Loose.
makes sense. Why
And
not?
they made him like a 60s Batman series. Yeah, it was really cool.
Man, that's cool. That's cool.
And then the other two, Ground Chuck and Dirtbag, they're bosses in Turtles Manhattan Project.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
So those are the ones I gotta try to pre-order this week. I actually like them because they look very colorful and they look very detailed. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta get those because I actually think they just look really cool.
Gotcha.
So
Cool.
yeah. So they're taking my monies again. Oh, you know what? They actually re-released the Turtle Blimp too, and I'm very like curious and wanting it.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I kind of want the Turtle Blimp. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I kind of want it.
Does it actually blow up though?
Yeah,
Or is it
it's a
like
balloon.
it's a plastic toy?
No, it's a balloon.
It's a balloon. Okay.
Yeah, it inflates.
Cool,
yeah,
cool,
yeah. The original figure inflated. It
Mhm,
inflated, and then you had the bottom piece that.
But
was
you
like
know,
hard
that was
plastic.
back when they thought everything they could make anything real
Yeah,
as a toy and just sell it to you. Be like, hey, this was a thing from the cartoon. Guess what? It floats. Play with it in the tub. This thing has a balloon. Throw it off your roof.
yeah. You bet you kids. That's the
So-
reason why they why you want. But you
Yeah,
know
it's
what?
actually-
2012 also had a blimp. They did like a parody of the turtle blimp, and it was also inflatable as well.
Has anybody made videos of them flying those things, like put helium in them
No.
and whatnot?
No,
Come on,
I may be the first because now you give me the idea of getting one of those little
wasted
helium,
opportunity. Hell yeah, come on.
one of those little helium tanks
Yeah, just go to the
for science.
the flower shop, or you know what I'm saying, go steal some helium. Just be like, yo,
For
hook me up.
science. For
Hook me
science.
up. Yeah. No, they don't. No, actually, they don't even charge you that. They charge you like 15 cents or something like to fill up
Yeah.
a balloon.
Yeah,
Nah, usually you have to buy the balloon,
yeah.
but like, nah.
We'll see. If I get my hands on a turtle blimp, I'll buy I'll buy a thing of helium and see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Check it and watch it fail, and because there's too much weight in the
It's
bottom,
too heavy.
and it would just go because the bottom piece is heavy.
I know it is.
The turtle going suicide.
Man, look at. I'm just looking at again. I just happen to scroll and I see the Marvel Zombies Captain America.
Yeah,
Like, come on, man. So much stuff. Then
Like,
they,
stop
but
it.
I had the What If Captain America right next to him.
and
jeez.
now that you looked at it, now like every website you go to, you're gonna see Marvel Legends on sale.
On the side, yeah. I know.
They'll sucker you in. Somehow, somewhere they're gonna get you.
They gonna get me.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The White Doctor Doom, though, if you're interested in that one, I could probably find it for you.
Gotcha. I know. I could.
I've seen it.
You say he's out in the wild. Though,
Yeah,
right?
I've seen him in GameStop. 100%, I've seen him in GameStop.
Okay. All right. So he
So-
shouldn't be too hard to find. That's not a
Yeah,
problem.
he's not that hard. And they honestly, if you really want it, Hasbro Pulse has him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy that that's kind of the reason why I'm looking, is because they're not rare. It's just like,
Yeah.
well, this is just what's out now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
missed out on the Silver Ranger. They announced Silver Ranger being a Walgreens exclusive, but they did a little pre-order on Hasbro, but I completely missed it. So I didn't get. That's like the only one that I'm missing now. Like everything else is pre-ordered.
okay.
So I was like, oh. But the thing is, with the Walgreens, what I noticed with the Walgreens exclusives, you won't get them like right away, but eventually they'll be overstocked with them.
Okay.
Because I still see the Zack with the gold shield all the time.
Nice.
So hopefully Silver Ranger Zane will be here, and then also the White Ranger, the White Ranger from Night on Thunder. I think he was a Walgreens exclusive, and I see him all the time too.
Okay. Got you.
So yeah.
Oh, you just reminded me. Also, shout out to the social media account for Shadows, Battle for the Grid. My bad.
Yes.
For doing their little shout out to who would the fans like to see in like the next pack.
Yeah.
So they right now they're getting bombarded with answers.
Yeah.
Like I saw the likes and stuff
Mhm.
were less than the replies, meaning people are just like all up in the comments. Like,
Yeah.
so that's what you want to see.
Yeah.
Like I just looked at the pictures because some people did post pictures of their favorite Rangers and villains and stuff, and they look really cool.
I posted.
saw
I
you-
posted quite a few.
Yeah, I saw you put some in there.
I did 5,
I obviously stuck to the.
and one was
favorites.
agreement with you, and I also,
That's
but
easy.
I changed it up. So you put Jack. I put Jack SWAT.
Yeah, I saw.
I would like to see the SWAT, or at least his special, he getting the SWAT powers and blasting you or some shit, like kind of like the proton cannon,
Mm-hmm.
and have him go SWAT and shoot him with the machine gun and shit.
Why not?
That'd be cool. Jack 100%. Like that's one 100% agree with you. I would like to see Jack, especially with his double gun shit. I think they could do really cool creative shit with that.
That's interesting, yeah, because he has a very, very unique fighting style.
I picked Decker from Power Ranger Samurai because he was a really badass character and his look is pretty badass.
Gotcha.
He's that white and red character. He was played by Cole, the dude that stabbed his roommate.
Oh no, damn.
It was played by him, yeah.
Well,
he's in it.
He can't use his voice.
Though. He's out of jail,
I did see that. That was recent too.
Yeah. So he's doing better now. He's doing better.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Who else I put? I put Kendall Morgan from Dino Charge just because I liked her as the Purple Ranger. I thought she was like, and her suit looked pretty dope. And a lack of women on that game, so I was like, I had a lady there. Zunaku, which was a badass villain from Wild Force. I think he was probably the best thing about Wild Force. Was Zunaku, and then who else I put? I put I forgot who else I put.
Wait, Mark, did you pre-order the SH Figure Arts movie Deadpool?
FH Figure Art? No, I did not.
SH, you should, because it's not that expensive. It's like $70.
Yeah,
I know their figures are usually ridiculously expensive.
they ridiculously detailed though.
But you should see this one. it's literally the movie Deadpool. Like, it looks really good, and it comes with the hands to make the face, like when he puts his hands to his cheeks.
Yeah,
and it has the heart hands too. Like, it looks ridiculous. God damn it! It comes with a box. Yo, they have the display of all the hands. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yo, they usually have
16
a lot of
hands.
Okay, I see.
You have to double it. It's ridiculous.
It's the movie one you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty
Yeah,
dope.
it comes with 16 hands. That's ridiculous. They even have him doing the laying down, relaxing pose. Like, he has different eyes. Yo, why does he have different eyes?
When does it come out? March 2022. You know what?
Ridiculous.
I'm
sorry, Mike. I didn't mean it.
Yeah,
but
yeah. You're laughing. You're giggling.
This
right
might
now.
be the best Deadpool I've ever seen.
You're giggling right now.
For the price, I'm not, because it's not a statue, obviously.
You know what, Matt? H figure. I missed out on the freaking Yakuza figures.
Yeah. But they were really expensive though.
They're $100 each.
They were 100, yeah.
I really wanted them though. I wanted
the
Majima. Yeah, you know what? I was gonna get Kiryu by himself, but then I was like, yo, I want Majima. If I can't get Majima, I don't want Kiryu.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt. Like,
I get that.
If I can't get one, I want the other.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a chance, but I didn't get to. I should have got the Majima when I had the chance, because I saw him in a fucking Comic-Con.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they had the Japanese version out, like the.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So it was out already, and I was like, damn, I really want that, but it was like $150, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I know.
That $150 to one figure that kind of hurts the soul, unless I have, like, if I had money to spare kind of shit, then I'm like, all right, but yeah, fuck, I hate you. I really, I thought you were on my side, Louis Beans. I see where you at. I see what you doing.
Nah, man. I just couldn't believe that this was real, because I'm actually trolling Toy Arc, because it came up when I looked for something.
Yeah.
And then scrolling through the Marvel stuff, and then I was like, oh yeah, wait, I don't even remember them announcing this. And like, I see the quality of the figure. I'm like, wait a second, what is this? It's not a statue.
Nah, it's
a goddamn
SA Figure Art does some dope stuff. I do have some of the Power Ranger stuff, and they do some amazing stuff.
They made. I can probably put them up there with McFarlane for like the highest quality of like a figure.
Yeah. And they get away with doing like Marvel stuff is the fact that they're considered models. They're not considered like action figures or anything. They're considered like model displays things. So they get away with they could get the Marvel license a lot cheaper as a model.
Well, they're smart because they work with everybody.
Yeah,
They work with Marvel, DC. I think they have a Spawn. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but
They
they're
have a lot of stuff.
the reason why they're able to get the license cheap because they're considered models. They're not considered like action figures.
Got you.
So they're able to get their licenses a lot cheaper because they're models. It's crazy.
Mhm.
But I just pre-ordered it. I hate you.
Well,
I pre-ordered. I was looking for something to pre-order with the Captain America, so I got that and the Captain America.
are they? Is it also on Big Bad?
Yeah, I got them both.
Okay. All right. So there you
Yeah,
go.
so it don't come out till like March, and I have it with
March,
the pile
yeah.
of loot, so probably won't charge me until July.
Hopefully not
because
till
I
then.
have a bunch of things together in July.
Gotcha.
March and April are going to be fucking crazy. Because
Can tell.
I need Tenacious T to give me some money too, because I have some of his pre-orders on my Hasbro.
Mm.
The Ranger Turtles and all that shit. They gotta start spreading these out because it's way too many things coming out all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep. But yeah, it is what it is.
They trying to figure out what to do with all that plastic waste. They're like, let's just put it in everybody's house.
Right.
Let's make them collect it. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? At this point, I'm upset that figures and toys and stuff aren't made from recycled plastic like that.
Yeah.
Like at this point, you would think they would learn how to harness that technology to just make more money, right? Like that's all it's gonna do.
Yeah. That Deadpool sold me though. Like the fact they had the heart hands, I was like,
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That doesn't make sense. I mean, it does make sense when you think about the character, but like the fact that it comes with so many is that's obscene.
Yeah, I like what they did. I pre-ordered it. So yeah, it's pre-ordered. I pre-ordered live on the
I
pass.
think they didn't even show all the guns because I think he comes with guns as well.
Yeah. Well, in the movie, he didn't have a lot of guns, so he had one gun and a bag
that's
of guns that
probably
he
what
left
it
in a taxi cab.
That's true. Yeah.
Budget.
That's
But
true.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, I just pre-ordered it on the cast. I blame Louis Beans for that.
I mean,
It's all your fault.
if you see the quality,
Yeah,
thank you
it's
later.
all your fault. I'm like, God damn it. Yeah, that one's dope though. It looked really dope. I kind of missed that because I was trying to like I stay especially, but then Deadpool's Deadpool, so and then I had the 80th anniversary one coming in too, so I was like, all right, I have 2 Deadpool figures.
Well,
That's
I know you say you don't want to have too many, but that one looks too good to pass.
No, 100%. That's the reason why I'm like, all right, I could do with that. Check out.
See, that's a figure that makes me want to do figure photography. That's like
Yeah, and that's the thing.
because of the way the way they have it posed means that it's a figure that is stable enough when you pose it
yeah,
that it can stand. Because some figures they don't stand for shit. I'm just
Yeah.
put it out there. They need a little standee under them or some gum or something to make them stay still.
Well, it's pre-ordered and I have it in my pile of loot, so I think it's gonna come in with my Super Sevens.
Mm-hmm.
I have Bebop pre-ordered. I think he's first.
Okay,
So I got Rocksteady in person.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Now I'm actually looking forward to it because I think it's gonna look like a cool figure to kind of pose around and shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I might have to start my Instagram to model these figures and shit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, I got my game that I gotta play this month, and it's the Ghostbusters remaster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the game I picked.
When was that? Was that 07, 08?
Yeah, it's
When that
around
came
there.
out?
It came out 360. It was a great game. I remember playing it. I'm very happy the remaster don't have the online shit, so I'm very happy that I don't have to try to get those trophies.
Okay, cool.
But I really enjoyed the game when I first played it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great game, so I'm actually excited to play it. So that was my challenge. I challenged Tommy to Cuphead.
Why? That's what? Why you do that to him?
So I gave him a goal. He don't have to finish the game, but I gave him a goal. He has to get past the second island.
Okay, but how far into the game is that?
That's maybe 7 bosses.
What the hell? He's probably. Come on. Is he capable of getting past like the first two?
You figure it out.
Damn.
Well, I gave him a
Well,
I gave him a list
Okay,
of three.
I have a question. Has he played that game before?
No, I gave him a list of
Ooh.
three. So I gave him three different games he could pick from, and the one was Donkey Kong Country. I've been trying to give him Donkey Kong Country for a long time. He just keeps
Does he
saying no
hate
to
that?
it. Yeah, that's why.
Isn't it-
So,
Okay.
it was Cuphead, and I forgot the other game. The other one wasn't that hard either. So Donkey Kong is hard. Donkey Kong is unforgiving.
But it's not Cuphead.
It's not
Damn.
Cuphead. So, and I gave him Cuphead, and he was like,
It's not
well,
like, well, see, I was gonna say, Merc, to compare it, it's not like you offered him Tropical Freeze, because Tropical Freeze is hard as hell.
yeah.
That's another game that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's not like you gave him that.
Yeah, I gave him a choice. I gave him a choice of three games, and I was like, "All right, so these are the ones you could go." And then I always try to keep it so that there's no excuse. So he always has to play on the system. He has the Switch; it's on the Switch, so
Mm-hmm.
you can play it on the Switch. I already warned him, and I was like, "All right, so I know this game is a difficult game, and I really doubt you're gonna beat it." I beat it with the skin of my teeth. Like I finished it on the 360. Was it no on Xbox One? So I finished it. It's hard as fuck. I finished it, but I told him it's a game that you have to learn. I was like, so take your time in the stages, learn the mechanics of the game. I was like, this is something that you have to learn mechanics. If you know the mechanics and you know what works best for you, then you'll fly through the game. Once I figured out what I needed and what I had to do in that game, it made it slightly easy. Not as easy to fly through, but it made some of the boss battles a lot simpler.
Okay. All
As
right.
long as you dodge right and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's all
Okay.
patterns. It's all patterns. So I was like, just pay attention. Like this game, you need to pay attention. If you don't see the patterns, then you're gonna die every time. And shout out to my girl's brother David. They were like they were just happened to walk in while we were talking about it. So they came on the podcast, and I was like, the game is very unforgiving. We gave him the warning that the game is very unforgiving. So he knew when going in. So those are our challenges for this week, and we caught up with all the cast. So we have a Shell Shock, Gamer Rage, and Not a Trekkie still coming sometimes the next
Yes,
couple
sir.
of weeks. So we got a lot of flow going. The revisit of SPD was a really good cast, so check that out. That's up now. We love SPD. SPD became our number one show of the American
Nice.
Power Rangers.
Nice.
And
What was the one it had to beat out?
Space?
Space. Okay.
Space is really close to number one. I think what made SPD this time around, because this is like we are rebranding it as the revisit, so we're revisiting the show and kind of not going full detailed into the review, as in we're just talking more of the things we noticed and things like that. So it'd be more easier conversation than having to study all the episodes like we did the first time around.
Okay.
It's a bit
That's
looser, so in that way. So we kind of just hinted on a lot of the storylines, and one of my key things in the show was like each ranger was interesting. Each ranger had a good story behind them, and then their connections to each other and how that built throughout the series was probably one of the best ones they did in Power Rangers.
Nice.
Like with West and Sky, I love their storyline. I love their storyline a lot. That was probably one of my favorite like storylines of a Blue and Red Ranger, like a 1 and 2 kind of thing throughout the whole Power Ranger series. I even like that more than Jason and Tommy.
Okay. I can see that.
Because it had character, it had build up, they line up being best friends, like not best friends, but they line up really respecting each other and having understanding.
Yeah.
One of my favorite episodes is when he gives him the Red Ranger badge to arrest somebody.
Gotcha.
Jack gives him the Red Ranger badge, like do it for your father kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like one of my favorite moments of that series. SPD is a very fantastic series. First lead Red Ranger in the A team, female. It was really
Gotcha.
cool. A really good series. Really has a really strong story. They have little things that didn't like. There's always going to be complaints about, but it was to this day. I'll say this was the easiest rewatch that I had throughout the series.
Okay. Good.
SPD
That's
was
the
the
part you want
easiest
to
one.
hear.
SPD, honestly, SPD, Ninja Storm, and Dino Thunder were the easiest three to watch.
Okay.
Cause Ninja Storm, fucking Luthor was hilarious.
And who's Luthor, the villain?
Luthor was the villain. Yeah, he was fucking hilarious and such an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Storm, I would recommend. If you never got to watch full of Ninja Storm, I think you'll like it.
I'm trying to remember what Ninja Storm was. Which ones was that? When Tommy came back, I'm trying.
No, that was right
a different
before
one?
Tommy came back.
Oh, it was right before.
It's the second Disney one.
All right.
So,
Okay.
how Tommy describes it? Shout out to Tenacious T. He describes it as Rocket Power with Power Rangers,
All right.
which is pretty much what it was. Because they're all extreme sports. They skateboarding, riding bike, and all that shit. Surfing,
Okay.
whatnot. So yeah, let's listen to the Morphicast on SPD revisit. It was a
Yes, sir.
good conversation. So now,
Oh, one more thing before we go into. I just wanted to say some good news.
let's see the good news before we get into bad.
The good news is Sony forms PlayStation PC.
Oh yeah,
now
God of
they
War's
have
coming.
Now they have a platform, a brand. Excuse me. Now they have a brand for their PC games.
Yeah.
So, and that was the branding after they announced God of War PC.
Cool.
So hopefully that means a lot more official Sony games are coming.
So what game
That
you
we're
cross
stuck.
your fingers for to come on
Bloodborne.
PC?
Bloodborne. Why?
Okay.
Everybody
Bloodborne I could see.
because it's stuck in 30 frames.
Yeah.
They can't make it. They can't port it.
Yeah.
That's one of the games that is messed up. It's stuck on PlayStation 4
Yeah.
because of how the game is made. You have to redo certain elements of the game to make it run in 60 frames per second. It's like, yeah, it's not just, oh yeah, we need to put more processing speed because that
Yeah.
is just what they thought was going to be possible for the PlayStation 4 at the time. That's just how it was made.
Yeah.
So they need to do work. And there's rumors that Bluepoint, the people that did the Demon Souls,
Yeah.
the remake, are going to do that. I don't know if I want that. Not because the Demon Souls remake is bad. It's because the Demon Souls remake, it's so different.
Yeah.
And they did some work to change a lot of the things. I think one of the things that I like the most about Bloodborne is just that it is what it is and how it plays and the menu, the way certain things work in that game. It's just good. There's like one or two things like the chalice dungeons, which are an extra thing
Yeah.
that it's non-essential. There's like a secret boss that's in there, but as far as you having fun playing the game, you won't miss it.
Yeah.
But like there's very few mechanical things that are like you gotta change this and that. Like the combat of the game is amazing. I think it's the best Souls game that they ever made.
Cool.
Personally, I like it more than any of the other games.
Cool.
Like the atmosphere, the environments and things, like all that stuff. Like it almost feels like a 1 of 1. Like you need to keep it as it was. Don't try to change it up to something else. But
Yeah.
I mean, I want them to do the work to bring it to 60.
Cool.
That's what I want. That's what I need. Do it.
Nice. So Bloodborne. You hear that? I actually see people fuck with Spider-Man if Spider-Man will make it to PC.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. That's one I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Because if you do, that's just printing more money.
Yeah, you just printing more money. You could honestly, what you could do easily, and if you do it like later this year, honestly, and upgrade it and do it or whatever you want, sell it in a package with miles,
Mm-hmm.
and
Makes
do it
sense.
as a one shot deal.
Why not?
Yep. Anyway, so we're going to get into this movie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This week's movie is Barbed Wire, and it is from 1996, rated R.
Yep.
An hour and 38 minutes. I wanted to see where it debuted. When exactly did this movie come out? In the US, it was May 3rd, 96.
Yeah.
So there you go. It is starring, let's see who they have. Pamela Anderson, Amir Abu Ella, and Adriana Alexander. Those are the listed stars.
Yeah.
Isn't there anybody that stands out that's in this movie?
This guy, Boba Fett. What's his name? Tamura Morrison. He played
Funny that
Axel.
he doesn't. He's not like top billed because
I know
he's
they
one
have
of the
this
major
shit
characters.
all weird. They have this all.
He's one of the major characters.
Yeah,
What?
he's one of the major characters. This guy, the guy that played Udo Kier, he played Curly. He was in like a couple movies there that we actually had a review.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Um,
To a lesser extent, our favorite henchman. Where's he at?
yeah, Bobo. What's his name? I don't know his name.
Is it Nils Allen Stewart?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. He played Jack.
he plays the henchman Jack. He gets some screen time, not much, but he
Yeah.
plays a little role here or there.
Tiny Zeus.
Tiny, yes, Tiny Lister, R.I.P.
Yeah, he's
Um,
in this.
He's in this as a bouncer for a hot second. He gets to throw a man. That's what
Yeah.
he do, right? That's about it for anybody that I know of significance. We went through the director stuff. His
Yeah.
credits is directed by David Hogan,
Yeah.
and what I was telling you was that there's the link here is that he was second unit director on Batman Forever.
Yep.
So there's a link, but I also got to give him credit because it's a shout out to all his music. I believe he directed music videos,
Yeah.
and if that's what it is, it's a ton of stuff. Like
he did Most Wanted
mainstream.
too. Most Wanted
Mainstream.
from Keenan Ivory.
That's not the one with. Okay, I'm thinking of a different movie. I'm thinking of the one with Keenen Ivory Wayans and Seagal.
No, that's not that one.
What was that? Do you remember the name of
Glimmer
that
Man?
movie? Glimmer Man? That was that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Glimmer
Glim-
Man or something like that. Because then he also has the Low Down Nerdy Shame, and that's not it. So
No,
yeah,
that's not
I think it's Glimmer Man.
Glimmer Man.
I'll tell you right
Wow.
now, because I just
I
went into
remember.
this.
I actually saw that like not well, it was maybe a few more than 5-6 years ago now at this point, but that was more recent than the movie had come out, and it was
Yeah.
like this movie's actually all right. Not
Yeah, it
bad.
wasn't bad. Yeah, Glimmer Man.
Yeah, Glimmer Man.
Glimmer Man, my fault. Glimmer Man.
But just this guy has worked with a lot of people: Kenny Rogers, Patti LaBelle, Diana Ross, Eddie Murphy, Waylon Jennings, Prince, like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like it's Kylie Minogue. Dude, he's worked with a lot of people.
Well,
Top
you
tier
could
now.
tell by the opening sequence.
I mean, yeah, but to be so getting into this movie, it's more of a vehicle just for Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, to show her boobs.
But I mean, but what I mean is a vehicle for her stardom, like to get her started on like being a movie star,
Yeah,
because she doesn't have anything like before this as a movie star, like a starring role. I believe this is
she
her
had like
first
a
starring role.
softcore. She had like a softcore thing.
No,
None,
no,
none
but I
like
mean, like
none,
she
no
was on
like
like Baywatch, right? Like
she
that
was on she did Home Improvement before that, and then she did Baywatch after that.
Yeah, so it's literally she was not a star at all.
She
was
did
like
a movie
background
called
character.
Naked Souls.
Yeah, I mean, that's what she used to do. But like, literally, it was, but her stuff was looks derived, basically. She starred in vehicles that were mostly for her looks. Like, I get that they do that in this one, but also it kind of ties in with the barbed wire character.
Yeah,
So I understand the thought process of, oh, we have the perfect woman.
yeah.
The unfortunate part is wasn't a good actress.
No,
Just
she wasn't good. I think that's what hurt the movie is the fact that this was her early stages of acting and whatnot too, so she wasn't as. Because I think she found her niche later on. Like she did more comedy stuff later
Yeah,
on. Like remember that
that's
show VIP, and
Yeah.
she had that show Stacks, and then she also had Stripperella,
Yeah.
which was
that's
like
true.
the first
That's
adult
true.
superhero cartoon.
Yeah. And it was better than this.
Yeah,
All that stuff it is actually better than this. So I get it. This movie was trying to go to the strengths, and I guess that's just what that guy does.
yeah,
Tailor to your strengths. So we're having worked with all those musicians and stuff, like what they do best. They sing. What does she do best? She dance and she strip teases and she looks good in a one piece, or she looks good in black leather and things like that.
Yeah.
Like she knows how to strike a pose and things of that nature,
Yeah.
but it doesn't carry a movie. So that's the major flaw here, is that, but my real issue wasn't even that it was a bad movie.
Yeah.
It's just that, and what I was telling you, Merc, was that the one thing that stuck out was how they gave her action hero lines.
Yeah.
Because I guess Barbed Wire, because I'm not familiar with the comic book character, so I don't know.
Said it so low, like Batman.
Yes, yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, they really, really, really had her be like this. They wanted to go for, and it's of the time,
Yeah.
90s action hero. So it's a lot of one-liners, a lot.
Oh, they had this guy's brother too. I completely forgot him. Rob Howard's brother. I always forget.
Oh,
his
that's
name,
his brother.
name.
Okay.
Rob Howard's brother. I always forget his fucking name. But I don't think he's casted on here. Here, I have him on here.
Clint Howard?
Yeah, Clint Howard. There you go.
Yeah, he's in.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's in this too. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
that's him. Oh, he looks completely different on his picture. That's why.
Yeah.
He has like a full beard and shit.
Mhm.
I've never seen him with facial hair.
Well, yeah. No, he's. You're
That
right.
man is in everything.
And yeah, in the 90s and whatnot, yes.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah. I like every time she like fought and stuff like that, it was like strike a pose with a gun, strike a pose with this, strike a pose with that.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand they're trying to explore the dynamic between this woman who's in a world where, because again, here we go again. We just got off a Tank Girl.
Yep.
We're back in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. This is
2017.
the story for this.
2017.
I know. Yeah, that's true.
Civil War in 2017.
Did they say the second? Or
The
did they say
second Civil
third?
War.
Second Civil War. Yeah.
A second Civil War was against America versus America. So I don't even think how Civil War was when it was like Nazis.
Yeah, well, no, they weren't Nazis. They were still American. They took inspiration.
Yeah.
You could tell the uniforms. They straight up look like Nazis. Yes,
We
but
got Red Skull in here.
I mean, pretty much, right? Or
Yeah.
Baron Zemo, one of the two.
The Baron Zemo.
That's what the main villain was.
Yeah,
he was
pretty much
basically
Baron
either
Zemo.
Red Skull or Baron Zemo, because the way he was torturing people,
Yeah.
it was ridiculous, actually. So yeah, that's like the crux of what's going on. We're back in the outlands, the wastes after basically an extinction level event where there was another. They call it the second American Civil War in 2017, and our character Barbed Wire owns a nightclub called the Hammerhead, and so Django, Boba.
Mm-hmm.
Both,
Django,
right?
he's Boba
Django.
now. He's Django before.
Yeah. So Django.
He is Boba now in the Mandalorian.
Got you.
So he's
But
actually is Jango Boba Fett, because you remember Boba Fett is a clone of Jango Fett.
Of Jango Fett, yeah.
So he's still Boba.
But his character, right, is again, it perplexes me how he's not top bill. But
Yeah.
anyway,
He
his
probably
character's
didn't
name is Axel Hood, and he has to take this doctor. I believe her name is something D. I forgot what they called her. Like they explain her name because she has a name, but she called herself D, like to stand out as an
Yeah.
icon. But he's basically carrying this
Cora
doctor
D.
to Cora D, yes.
Yeah.
So she's escorting. She's trying to escort Cora D to Canada.
Yeah.
So because in Canada is the free land. There's not in the middle of the Civil War, basically.
Yeah.
So, what they're trying to do is, in getting her, Pamela Anderson's character is supposed to be neutral.
Yeah.
So everybody ends up like swirling around her, and this movie is basically taking place during the events when they all intersect with her.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, the story of the movie is not bad. Like, everything makes sense.
Yeah.
I like what they're actually trying to do. I like the fact that, okay, we see how bad things have gotten. The prevailing, I guess, the government has become Nazi-like, right?
Yeah.
And they're essentially, what you find out is that they experimented on super AIDS.
Yes.
Like she tells you, like it was like they were experimenting with HIV, and there was I think it was Arkansas. They name a town, state, I believe, and like that was like where the initial event took place, and I don't want to say looks kind of familiar, but a man-made kind of virus tore up the country essentially,
Yes.
and killed a lot of people, and then led to the Civil War. And so Cora D, you find out, worked for the government.
Yeah.
So what she was working on, she didn't agree with what they did with it, right? So she tried to get out of it. So that's basically where we are, is her trying to get out of the country. What they need to get out of the country, because the big prevailing technology in this thing is retinal technology.
Yeah.
That's how they discover you. That's how they keep track of you. They're like, her thing was she completely changed her face, and then the one thing that they could not get rid of was her eyes. So she still
Yeah.
had her eyes, and so they were going to try to scan her when she got to the border. They wanted to catch her before she got to the border, but that was the plan.
Yeah.
They knew that she wanted to use these basically these contact lenses, which will allow you to get through the scanner. And so like that's I don't want to say the MacGuffin, but here we go. That's the golden item. That's what everybody's looking for, is these small ass contact lenses. And eventually, Barbara she gains possession of them unwittingly, because the guy played by Ryan Howard's brother. What's his character name?
Right, Howard. Yeah, he was like he owned like a pawn shop and shit.
Yeah, he was the guy who hired our homeboy.
Yeah, yeah.
Our homeboy was his henchman,
Yes.
essentially. But he's like an illegal guy. He was a guy that gave her bounties,
Yeah.
because one of the dudes that she turns over to him, that's what they were arguing over, and she wanted the Canadian money instead of American money.
Yeah.
But he somehow had got the contact lenses, right?
Yep.
And the government found out, and so they end up killing all his henchmen. They go to his office to find him, and then he goes to Barbed Wire to try to sell it to her at first. Then he wants to trade, and it's like he's getting increasingly desperate. And so he's so desperate, in fact, that he just sticks them on a table. I don't know how they were magnetic,
Yeah.
but he sticks them underneath a table of hers. And then, that's when you get the whole scene where they tear apart her bar and everything.
Yeah.
And that's when she's like, well, I'm mad, but I'm not that mad. But let's try to get to Canada. And then they kill her brother because he is in leagues with the resistance. And so when he goes to try to meet up with the resistance to tell them that they have him, because he found them.
Yeah.
The brother found him. He's blind, but somehow used his echolocation to find these tiny ass things that the guy put under a table. It's so weird. But so after he dies, that's what motivates Barbed Wire to like do the right thing. Because for the majority of the movie, she really is just a bounty hunter doing whatever the hell she wants.
Yeah. To pay for her bar.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. That was it. Yeah, it wasn't like a torturous bad movie. It didn't have the greatest acting, but I didn't expect much from it, like especially knowing what it was and whatnot. But was it enjoyable? Yeah. I didn't fall asleep on it. I actually was interested in the storyline and whatnot, so it wasn't that bad. It wasn't the worst of what we've watched through so far.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't focus on Django / Boba's character, like his action more, because you can tell in the beginning scenes, like it looked like he's an accomplished martial artist, and he was the choreography with his action scenes would actually look good.
Yeah, and he came in like in the middle of the movie too. He
was in the beginning.
Not that like you usually get that character like towards the beginning of the movie. He was in it a little bit later usually.
I know what you mean. Like they
Yeah.
come in, like, but yeah, no, he was there. Like that's why I'm still surprised he's not top bill.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's like one of the first people you see.
Yeah, hating. All right. So what do you give this movie, Barbed Wire?
I said a 2.5, but I think I'll give it a 2.75.
2.75. All right.
Because I remember the fat dude, the big fat guy they had over the deal. They had to carry him around in a construction vehicle, basically, because he's so damn big. Like there's a lot of little things. The part where the drunk guy, like the crazy muscle dude, just runs into the bar in the middle of the day. He's like, "Give me a drink," and the freaking dog just grabs him by the junk and escorts him out.
Yeah,
like that's ridiculous. Like there's a lot of silly stuff in this movie.
Yeah,
like
so,
and not for nothing. Like some of Pamela Anderson stuff is.
It wasn't that
movie.
bad.
Like,
she wasn't really bad in this movie.
Yeah.
But some of it was just like I can see what they were going with this.
It's just that the acting wasn't strong enough to carry it.
Yeah.
Like I think the worst parts were less of her, like her scenes of her like doing the dancing in the beginning and being in the bathtub with the jacuzzi with the guns and stuff. Like it's less that stuff because that's what she's good at. Like I'm not gonna sit here and try to take a dump on her because she's a hot chick. The bad parts was when she was trying to be a badass action hero, and it's like it's not that convincing.
The one-liners weren't hidden like the
they weren't hidden like that.
Exactly.
They didn't work for Sylvester Stallone and Dredd. Like I'll give him shit. Like when they don't work, they don't work.
Exactly, and I agree with that. They just didn't work for her character.
Yeah,
and her Batman voice.
Exactly.
So you had Dr. Murrid and RoboCop 3 at 2.75. Well, RoboCop 3 is 2.75 with the confused face.
Nah, this could go over RoboCop 3.
Okay, so Barbed Wire 2.75. All right. I'm gonna give it 2.5. I'll keep it there. I put it over Howard the Duck. So, did not make the top 10, but our top 10 right now, mine's is still Turtles number 1, RoboCop number 2, The Mask number 3, Batman number 4, RoboCop 2 number 5, The Crow number 6, Superman 2 number 7, Black Man number 8, Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight number 9, and Power Rangers number 10. For yours, it's RoboCop number 1, Turtles number 2, RoboCop 2 number 3, Batman number 4, Toxic Avenger number 5, Superman 2 number 6, The Mask number 7, Blankman number 8, Darkman number 9, and Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight number 10.
Gotcha.
Next week, we get our first Jet Li movie in our list. Snap. We got The Black Mask.
Oh, yeah. I remember this movie. This movie is dope.
Yeah. So, Jet Li enters the realm of our superhero comic movies of 2 decades. After the Black Mask, we have The Crow, City of Angels, Darkman 3, Generation X, The Phantom, Vaporella, and Batman and Robin.
Gotcha.
Right. A lot of shit.
At least we got something a little good to look at. In
yeah.
Black Mask is pretty good. Black Mask is gory.
Black Mask is
violent.
Good. Yeah. That was his first, like, American eyes release.
Mm-hmm.
That
I remember like the advertisement.
Because that was before Romeo Must Die.
It was before Romeo Must Die. It was after his Monk stuff, but that wasn't like big in America.
Yeah, exactly. So, and this was also not an American made movie.
No, it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was marketed as hell to us. It really was.
I remember. I actually went to see this in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
I did see this in theaters.
I think I saw it on like HBO or something.
We are down to our last 20 movies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Black Mask, The Crow, City of Angels, Darkman 3, Generation X, The Phantom, Vampirella, Batman and Robin, Men in Black, Orgasmo, Spawn, Star Kid, Steel, Blade, Inspector Gadget, Mystery Men, Virus, Citizen Toxie, Toxic Avenger Returns.
Oh boy.
The Crow's Salvation, The Specials, Unbreakable, and X-Men.
Okay. All right.
Oh, damn.
That is a mixed bag.
That's a really big mixed bag of stuff. But yeah, we're down to our 20 movies, last 20 movies. So Yeah, I actually enjoy these things because we always have like a topic to talk about. So we usually have our conversations in the beginning, but we always have something insist to talk about, and I actually like that.
Mm-hmm.
What we do next, we don't know. We do have some video game movies we had to
Yeah, that's
come
true. We do
across.
have something to watch. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's because we got a Monster Hunter, the Resident Evil new
Oh.
one.
Oh yeah, that's right. The latest trailer for the Resident Evil is it the Netflix show?
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah,
They showed the lady playing Jill.
yeah.
So,
So a lot of stuff.
and
A
she
lot of
had a
stuff.
sandwich.
We'll decide what we're gonna do after superhero comic movies.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll visit maybe the Spider-Man verse and go through the Spider-Man movies or something like that.
Oh
Something
yeah,
we
let's go
haven't
to
done in
the
a long- Yeah.
go to those '70s ones.
We can.
That's what I was.
Oh damn! You want to go through the Spider-Man animated the Sentai?
Yeah, man. Leopardon. Yeah,
He needs to get a gun,
definitely.
shooting Uzis and shit.
Him fighting those putty-looking dudes. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what. Yes,
All right. I guess that's it.
that's about it.
Yep,
Yes,
yep.
sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast. Make sure you catch us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram. That is YouTube. You can check out the Mass Effect 2 playthroughs coming soon, Mass Effect 3, and maybe for Halloween, Dark Souls Remastered. I'll put something up.
We're gonna do a drama.
Nah, man. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Do it.
I
The
refuse.
game.
I refuse to sit there and play that. No, thank you. I've never. There are very few games where I feel like I'm wasting my time. That is one of them where I
Yeah.
feel like I would be wasting my time.
I tried. I really gave it. I gave it a good try too. I got maybe 50% into the game, and I just like, yo, this game is just a chore.
Yeah, can't.
It
I
was
can't
just a
do it.
chore. Yeah.
I will concede now. Mass Effect 3 is also buggy. I don't know if it's a collection,
Yeah.
but there's some bugs, man. Stuff be happening. My the characters just be bugging out sometimes, and it's weird.
I've been getting
I don't
ones-
remember that.
I've been getting shit in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I can't wait. Please just make sure you keep it on Twitch or something. I need to see it.
Yeah, there's some weird shit that happens. Like I actually had to like fully reset the game and go back to
Oh.
it.
Damn.
There was ones like the prompts stood on the screen, did not come off,
Oh, okay.
things
Okay.
like that. But it's a really good game so far. Like I'm really enjoying the game. Like the storyline is actually very interesting. It gives you a hybrid of the movie and comic.
How's the voice acting? Because I know
It's not bad.
it's not sound alike either. So
No, I think their character. I feel like they did a good job in hybriding the comic book versions of Guardians and the movie versions, and like a nice mixed bag of them too.
okay.
Because the music and stuff like that is also in the game. Like they have like a lot of '80s tunes and stuff.
They have licensed music.
Yeah,
They have licensed music.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
like
Okay.
White Wedding, like Rick Ashley. I never
Oh
forgive
no,
you.
not no.
The
they
funniest
put
shit
Rick
was
on
is like so they pretty much have these times that you press the two trigger buttons, and when you do it, if you remember the movies Guardians of the Galaxy, he always talks about having a plan, always having a plan. So he gives them the plan and like boosts their morale and shit like that. And then when you get out the thing, it goes into a song. So sometimes you'll get that they're never gonna give you up as the song playing while you're fighting. And I'm like, fuck it, let's go.
That's wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's cool shit like that. It has a cool soundtrack. The game looks actually pretty good for a game that's on multiple platforms, because I'll say if it comes still on PS4, it may not be as the prettiest PS5 game.
Mm-hmm.
There's still gonna be some lacks of it. It's not like straight PS5. It has both. So other than that, it's a very fun game, very interesting. And I'm really digging the storyline. Kind of like I kind of wish there was more like Marvel actual villains in it. There's characters from like the Guardians Mythos, but it's not like known characters. So that was my little bit of stuff to take away from it. But I do like some of the Easter eggs. Like they show Quasar, they show fucking Nova, they show Dark Hawk, and things like that. So I was actually cool with that.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So where you at, Mark?
All right. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch TV. All Mark with the mic. Follow our other casts, and the easiest way to get our cast on Spotify. We have the Morphin Cast, to revisit SPD. That's up now. We have Shell Shock, Not a Trekkie, and Gamer Rage. They're all monthly podcasts, so stick with us, and they will come out every month. And then we also have our weekly It Gets Better, I Swear, and the Wrestling Babble. Follow our Facebook pages, the Wrestling Babble and the Recycling page. We are very active on there with news and games and toys and everything that's in between. We post all on there, so definitely check that out and stay in the loop of things. If you don't re-listen, you can find it there. So definitely that too. We also share our podcast and all that stuff on there, so just check that out. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
I think he's somewhere chewing down on a pumpkin. Gotta
Go
stop
throw
him.
candy.
Well, you know
corn
what?
at
Pumpkin's
him.
out. Let him have it. Let him have it.
Go throw candy corn at him.
Yes, sir.
No one really likes candy corn. And if you say that's your favorite,
No.
you're a liar.
That's why they made a candy corn kendo stick and they beat Shinsuke Nakamura with it. Yes.
And
'Cause
put a
nobody-
pumpkin on his head.
Oh, why you do that to him? You know what? We gotta go. I'm gonna get